Good afternoon. It is 3:45. It is Friday, August the 14th. I am obviously driving. I just passed the middle of nowhere, about 5 miles behind me, so I am now 5 miles from the middle of nowhere. Just kidding, I'm in mid-central-ish Minnesota, Skull Vikes. Last time I picked up the camera, alright, let me backtrack. So last time you saw me on video, emphasis on you saw me, I was at Spook Cave near McGregor, Iowa. That night I got a request for support, for some VMware support. That turned into a major priority 1, severity 1, Sev 1 case, whatever you want to call it. So I pretty much worked darn near around the clock Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, and into yesterday afternoon. Last night I was so exhausted, I about fell asleep at my dinner. And I recorded a few vlog-style clips, but I've decided I'm not going to use any of them because mostly it's me complaining about how tired I am. I did move campsites a couple of times during that, and I tried to record like a walkthrough of each campground, and they're terrible. So I was at Lake Louise in southern Minnesota, just southeast of Rochester, near the Iowa border. I spent one night there, and then I just left Schroeder County Park. That was on a lake I can't remember the name of, just northwest of Minneapolis. Actually, about 2/3 of the way from Minneapolis to St. Cloud. It was probably closer to St. Cloud than Minneapolis. But anyways, today, I was done with work that required me to be present in front of a laptop around noon, so hit the road, and I've been driving for a couple hours now, just taking some meetings and webinars and stuff like that from the truck, and I am headed up to Lake Itasca, which is the start of the Mississippi River, so I'm going to go check that out either tonight or in the morning. Some other adventure stuff this week. My personal laptop has been having some issues with overheating for a while. So as I've been working my way north, I've been strategically ordering Amazon locker deliveries for parts to fix my laptop. Long story short, I may show some of me trying to fix the thing, but one of the fans has pretty much failed in it, and it was overheating. So I've got kind of an ugly workaround with the entire back tore off and trying to use that little cooling pad, which is basically just fans inside of a stand, to keep it cool, and it's working okay, but it's not real great to have, the laptop's motherboard exposed to an external surface while it bounces around in the back of the camper as I drive all over the country. So we're going to try to get that laptop fixed. So I'll have that to look forward to. Plans for this week, I've just got the one night here near Lake Itasca. It's actually an RV park I'm headed to, and then from there I'm heading over to Cooperstown, North Dakota, so I can go see the Cold War missile silo, and then from there I'm heading to the Little Missouri National Grasslands, clear over in western North Dakota. That will satisfy my objective on this trip, to get so far out into the middle of nowhere where I can see the stars perfectly clear. So, and then from there we're heading into Montana. So that's kind of what's going on. It's a little bit, I'm finally rested up. I feel more like myself and not like, somebody's, used me as a punching bag for 4 days. So, anywho, I can tell I'm getting further back into northern Minnesota. The landscape's starting to change from cornfields to more wooded areas. That's been my view out the windshield now for like the last half hour or so. So anyway, I'm getting closer. GPS says I have about an hour and a half to go. Excuse me. And I will pick you back up when I get to camp and figure out what I'm doing for tonight. Home for the night. Alright, I'm here I just got camp very basically established. Basically the trailer is level and plugged in, and I got the air conditioner running. It's about 82 outside, but a little bit muggy. And I'm only here for tonight, so really didn't drag much out. I am literally right across the street from Lake Itasca State Park, which is where the Mississippi River...
Now, Linda did look them up.
Oh, better. I was listening to Charlie Barron's special on the write-up. Anywho, yeah, I'm literally right across the street from Lake Itasca State Park, which is where the Mississippi River starts. So I'm driving over there now to go check that out, and I will film that, and that will be pretty much this whole video. And then tonight, I had a late lunch at a Quick Star, or Quick Trip, because I'm in Minnesota, as I was driving from where I was camped down to Minneapolis and then back up to here, a little bit out of the way. Thank you, Amazon. But anyway, I had a late lunch, so when I get back, I've got a couple pork chops left to grill. I think the burger patties are probably turned at this point, and I had to throw out the mid-rats the other day because I was having fridge drama. I made a whole bunch of video clips about that, which I then deleted. Anyway, all I have to eat is pork chops, so I will have some pork chops, and then it's been a week, so I will be having a little fire tonight and a few bush lattes. So anyway, let's go check out Lake Itasca State Park. So with me over in the backpack here, I've got a few bottles of water and a pair of flip-flops because I am going to walk across the Mississippi River. If I was smart, I would have brought a towel to dry my feet off. But I didn't think about that. If I was smart, I'd throw one of those beach towels and just leave it in the truck.
I am not smarter than a fifth grader.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Fee required. Yeah, I was actually going to try to camp here, but as you saw, may have just saw up on my left there, the campground is full. All right, let's go ahead and pay my fee. Okay. Here we go. 1 day, 7. I got spoiled in Minnesota because I had the annual pass, or not Minnesota, Michigan, I had the annual pass. Those are just campground rates. Alright, grab a form here. Oh, so apparently I have to buy my day use online. Okay. Then I shall do that. Trail begins at Headwaters parking lot. Do not think I'll be doing any hiking today. I'm just not really feeling up for that. I think it was, I've been in the truck for roughly 4.5 hours now. So, while getting out and moving around feels good, I don't really feel up for cycling or biking or hiking today. Mississippi Headwaters Wilderness Drive to the right, camping, visitor center, U of M biological station to the left. Oh, here we go. Well, we're gonna come back and look at this a little closer, but there, this is the Mississippi River. Yeah, no, I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Let's see, I assume there's a Headwaters parking lot somewhere up here, maybe? Alright, so here we got a trail. Oh, these are nice paved biking trails. Headwaters parking, 300 feet. I'm hoping with it being a Friday night close to 6 o'clock that it's not going to be that busy. Headwaters center to the left. Holy crap, look at all the cars. Welcome to summer tourist travel season. That's why I'm here too. Great River Road Network. Mimel. Learned that in 4th grade. Anything on the back of these? Oh, yeah, all kinds of information.
Anytime great grandma drives, it's not.
Fourth largest.
Yeah, you had to wait for a week after your birthday. Cutie! Cutie!
So. Yeah, so normally I don't find river headwaters that interesting, but this is like a whole like topographical thing of Minnesota down through Iowa, all the way to Louisiana and the Gulf of America. But right here, the Quad Cities on the Mississippi is where I am from. So I grew up basically in a community that's split in half between Iowa and Illinois by the Mississippi River. And I'll overlay a couple of photos of what the river looks like where I'm from. But you sure as hell can't walk across it there. So the fact that this river has so many, oh, that's kind of cool. So many tributaries and everything else fed into it, that it starts as just a trickle of water here is just kind of fascinating. The river's for 60 miles. Yeah, so it starts here at Lake Itasca, and then what I didn't know is it actually runs north. It's not that there's some distance between those people in front of me and me, but I was laughing so hard about there a minute ago. I don't know if the camera picked it up. It'll be interesting to see if the audio grabbed it or not. But that's this one I was walking across the parking lot with their little kids. I overheard her say, anytime great grandma drives, it is not safe. This could be a good, might be a potential thumbnail. I guess we'll find better. But yeah, great grandma driving is not safe. I died laughing. That was good. Here we go. The mighty Mississippi. Looks like a little ways to go here yet too. Headwaters, 450 feet. All right, I'm going to read this signboard, and while I do that, I'm going to do a quick mic check to make sure his microphones are working correct. You can pause and read that too if you'd like. Well, that's kind of interesting. So the expedition trying to find the headwaters here left Sault Ste. Marie, which I had never heard of until I was in Michigan. It's like everything seems to originate around Sault Ste. Marie. It's kind of cool. This looks familiar. I've seen this in videos. Here, 1,475 feet above the ocean, the mighty Mississippi begins to flow on its winding way, 2,552 miles to the Gulf of America. I didn't realize Lake Itasca was so was so marshy. I don't know where this boardwalk goes. Okay. So the river starts back over that way. Just kind of winds around through here. And continues. That's where we came in. It's up that way. And then this trail, I assume, leads back up towards like the gift shop and stuff. So very cool. There's Lake Itasca back there in the background. That's pretty cool. I've seen videos from other YouTubers who have been here, and especially in the summertime, it is super crowded. It is a very popular tourist attraction. Even at the start, Mississippi River's got a little current to it. Back at home, this side of the river would be Illinois. As long as I'm here, I should probably go wade through Lake Itasca itself. It's a little slippery walking through here. These rocks are well smoothed over by the rushing water. Yeah, maybe not. That gets about knee deep and then waist deep pretty fast. I was reading online before I came here that this water right here, assuming it makes it past everything, doesn't get drawn in for irrigation or water or caught behind a dam, but this water itself will flow underneath the I-74 bridge in my hometown of Bettendorf in roughly 30 days. Thought it would have been good. Oh well. This is a webcam in use. I guess if my footage sucks, I can always see if I can go look that up. All right, that was pretty cool. I'm not big into swimming anymore. I was when I was a kid, but like I just wanted to say I walked across the Mississippi River. So I'm not going to stick around and splash around in it. Got a couple of good photos. I will have AI crop out all of the children. Yeah, this was cool. So yeah, as I was saying, the water that starts at them rocks back there, assuming it does not get encumbered by being sucked up into something or stuck behind a dam, this water takes roughly 30 days before it passes underneath the I-74 bridge at Bettendorf, my hometown in Iowa, and roughly 90 days to reach the Gulf of America. See here, I pass this coming in. Yeah, they have basically auxiliary splashing and swimming zone. It's not technically at the headwater, but still pretty cool. Yeah, so the river drains north and east for over 80 miles before it turns south. I did not know that. And then the average surface speed of the river is 1.2 miles per hour. Yeah, that's what I was reading online. 90 days to reach Gulf of America. And then it takes 4.5 years to drain Lake Itasca. This is the entrance road into the park. So this was that first bridge I crossed a little bit ago that I said I wanted to stop and look at a little closer. This is a pretty cool park. There's a lot of trails around here. It'd be cool to hike or bike, but not what I'm here for this trip. This is kind of a pass through. Okay. Yeah, you think about this bridge, which I don't know if this is the first automotive bridge across the Mississippi River. It might be. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, if I were to walk across any of the Mississippi River bridges at home, I would be freaking out, mostly over height. It is possible to bike over a couple of them. There's a bike trail that runs over the new I-74 bridge, but anyway, this that right there is the photo I want. There, it's about 9:15. Got my fire going. It's a little bit smoky. Yeah, it was still pretty warm when I got back here from the Mississippi River. So I've been sitting inside working on editing for the last hour or so. I'm in a good mood. I'm working on the Seven Bridges Road video. I just got to the part where I was telling the story about Big Mouth Billy Bass, so that's got me laughing. So, pretty quiet night. I'm just enjoying not being at work, and I just got my fire lit here a few minutes ago, so I'm just gonna sit and enjoy a couple of bush lattes here and enjoy my fire and relax. And tomorrow it's back on the road again in North Dakota. This will probably be the end of this fairly short video, I hope. I keep saying I want to keep my videos to about 45 minutes, and my last two have been almost 2 hours, so I'm kind of going in the wrong direction here. So I am going to end this one here. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. And by we, I mean me, myself, and I. Bye. Nothing quite like enjoying a nice fire with screaming and crying children next door.